guys, it's Rose with Rose Likes Crochet. How is everybody doing? It is Thursday, October 9th, 2025, and I am coming on here with another yarn yakking video for October. So for those of you who are new here, my name is Rose. I like to crochet. I like yarn a lot. You won't see that in this video. And I make stitch markers along with other handmade items. You can find those in my Etsy shop. So if you could go and favorite the shop and favorite a few items, it really does help me out a whole lot. So yarn yakking videos are basically me talking about if I have happy mail, which I do. I have one letter, so I'm really excited, or a card. If I've gone yarn shopping, and I have not. I have tried, but I have failed. And if I have any finished objects, and I will show you some finished objects today. I normally don't show my whips, which are works in progress, because I don't want to be held accountable for finishing anything if I don't like the project. So I do not show whips. Before we get into what is going to be on this video today, I just have some admin stuff. There is a Facebook group for this YouTube podcast, so you can go ahead and join. There are 3 questions that you have to answer. I promise they're easy. We talk about sales and what we're working on and all that stuff in that group. There is an Instagram, so that's at Roselikescrochet. Feel free to tag me in any giveaways that you find over there. There is the Etsy shop, of course. And, the Instagram is attached to a Facebook business page. So if you're on Facebook, you can follow me there too. If you're not on Instagram, but you're on Facebook and you want to see what I post on Instagram, then you can follow the business page. Anyway, it's all linked down below. So we are going to talk about 2 things today. One thing we are going to talk about for the rest of the year, and the other thing we are only going to talk about through the end of this month. So the first thing we're going to talk about is random acts of crochet kindness. So I am having a contest every month for random acts of crochet kindness. And every month I pick an item out of a bag. It's a random pick. And I ask that if you guys would like to participate, you can make these random acts of crochet kindness and leave them around your neighborhood or your area or wherever you want. And all you have to do to enter my contest is send me an email with a picture of your items, how many you made and where you left them. And then that way we can share with everybody so they can get some ideas on where to leave their random acts of crochet kindness. Now you can do this anytime, anywhere, with any item, but for my contest, the item of the month for October is an ice cream cone. So if you want to enter my contest, and by the way, the winnings for my contest is a small ball of yarn, a stitch marker, and some stickers. So it's not like it's a big deal. But if you want to enter my contest, you would have to make ice cream cones for October. You can make anything. You can make, butterflies or worry worms or whatever you want and leave them wherever you want. But if you want to enter the contest for me this month, it would be an ice cream cone. I'm going to be honest, I have not made any yet, and I know we're already 9 days in. So that's going to be my goal this weekend, is to find a good pattern that is preferably one piece and try and make some ice cream cones this weekend. The second thing we're going to talk about is the generous crafters. And I actually only have like 6 or 7 donations to show you today. So I am not going to do a separate video on that. And I will be showing generous crafters donations at the end of this video. So all this stuff for generous crafters, just so you guys know, is going to be ending for me at the end of this month. So the item that they were asking for October was blankets, not preemie blankets or baby blankets. So it had to be for like toddler size and up. So lap gans, adult size blankets, however you want to do it. The last day that I will be collecting anything will be the end of this month. So if you are thinking of sending something in for this month, if you could please make sure that it is delivered before the end of the month, I would really appreciate it. Also, if you have cats, just let me know that you have cats. And if you could put your items in a plastic bag, that would be amazing, because I am highly allergic. And there are 2 things that you can send in through the end of the month also, if you so choose. One is a 6-inch granny square, because the generous crafters are going to be putting those together and making blankets and scarves and such. The other thing is something called a prayer square. So this is knit, crochet, and sewn. You can do the crochet one without the baubles if you want, and they will take care of putting them in bags and putting the prayer in there. So if you have any questions, always you can leave a comment down below. I do answer all my comments or respond to all my comments, and you can also email me roselikescrochet@gmail.com. You will see some things in this donation pile from September, which were hats and scarves, ear warmers, gloves, mittens. So you will see some of that at the end of this video. And I am going to highly encourage you to go over to my friend's KK Crochet. It's KK and Kristen. I will link her down below. She is having a hat drive, which I believe ends sometime in November. So if you were thinking of sending anything to me for the Generous Crafters, please, can I divert you to go and send your hats? Only if you make hats and you were thinking of sending them somewhere, or if you are making hats and you would like to send them somewhere. If you could please send those over to KK. Her outreach is called Bumblebee Mountain Outreach, and I will let her explain all that over there. Yeah, so that's it. So like I said, we will have Generous Crafters donations at the end of this video. And I kind of alluded to this at the beginning of the video that there is no yarn, and I've tried. So I did go to Michael's the other day. I don't remember for what. I didn't wind up buying anything. The yarn was not on sale, and there was, I don't even think there was a 30% off coupon. Anyway, there was nothing new. This is my local, I have two local Michaels. So I have one that's that way and one that's that way. And I had been to the one that's that way, and I think I did pick up something over there a couple weeks ago. But then the one over here, they didn't have anything new. They had they had like 5 anniversary cakes, just one of each color, which is fine because you only need one. They didn't have any of the smashed cakes. They didn't have like any of the yarn, but there was a worker there when I asked about the yarn, and they said that they were going to be getting a lot of yarn in soon. So maybe I'll go over there and check it out. I've also attempted to order yarn online, but there is really no good sales. So I think Hirschner's had like a really good shipping deal, but then the stuff that I would order was not on sale. And now I think that they keep on sending emails with stuff that's on clearance, and I'm not interested in any of that stuff either. So if you guys have found any good yarn sales, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Now, I was in my local grocery store, and it seems like all the grocery stores that I go to, they have a spinny thing of Thai beanie boos and beanie babies. And I actually found this guy who is the Incredible Hulk, and he is the old version. So if you guys have been buying Thai beanie boos or beanie babies, you will know that they have changed the material on their superheroes. So I don't even know if you can tell, but this is like a tougher, stronger material than how they're making them now. And I saw him and I realized I should probably pick him up. So he is going to turn into a lovey. If you're not sure what a lovey is, you can go check out the tutorial down below that I use. It is from Zelda NRJ3. Her tutorial is always linked down below in my description box. So this was my only purchase for the past week. There is not even a ball of yarn like coming in through the mail. There's nothing coming, you guys. It's so sad. So that is it for my purchases. I do want to tell you that I do have a happy mail, and this is from Erica. She is from New Jersey, and she is totally in the holiday spirit. So hi, Erica. And you guys are more than welcome to send me a card. And if you want to do the pen pal thing, I think there is one person that I'm actually a pen pal with, and she owes me a letter. So she knows who she is. And Erica sends me cards all the time. So Erica, just leave a comment if you ever want me to send you a card back. She says, Dear Rose, hello. I've been crocheting a bunch of cat beds. They are for a cat rescue in California. I have also made quite a few beanies. I love your YouTube channel so much. Sincerely, Erica. Erica, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for sending the card. She sends me a card like once every couple months. So I really appreciate it. It just makes me smile when I see something come in like that. But you guys, you don't ever have to send me anything. So like I said, I have no yarn to show you. I do want to let you know that I was just watching one of my favorite channels here now on YouTube. Her name is Sam, and her channel is called Manfa's Makes. I'll link her down below. And she is from the UK, and she did a tag, and I think I might try and do that tag since I won't have a Generous Crafters video on Sunday. I might try and do that tag on Sunday. So hi, Sam. So I instead am going to insert a clip of some finished objects that I had. And for anyone who's new here, I've been doing craft fairs all summer, and I would make like a boatload of stuff, and then I would realize I had to pack it in my car, and then I wouldn't have time to like upload a video. So I've just made like all these clips of all these finished items that I've had. So I'm going to insert a clip of some jellyfish that I made. And I will tell you in advance, this is the only item, and I might even say it in the clip, this is the only amigurumi that I do in 4-weight yarn and a 5mm hook. I'm pretty sure I say that in the video. The only thing, the only one. I know I could do it in blanket yarn, but I love the colors of the acrylic yarn. You'll see them. Anyway, most of these have already sold. So I need to get going on another batch of jellyfish. So I'm going to insert that clip right here. Hey guys, Rose from the past, coming on here to show you what I have been making. For this video, I am going to be showing you some jellyfish that I have been making. I actually sold quite a few at my craft fairs in May and June, so I wanted to make sure I was prepared for an upcoming 3-day craft fair. So I will tell you the pattern that I use is actually not a YouTube tutorial. It is from One Dog Woof, and it is on their blog, so it is always linked down below in the description box. And this is one of the very few amigurumis that I will do with worsted weight yarn, and I actually use a 5mm hook to do these. So I am going to show you the yarn that I used. Now, some of these were not full balls when I started, and some of them were full balls, but really all you need is like one ball of worsted weight yarn, 200 yards, 150 yards, not even. I have actually also done these in blanket yarn and used almost a complete ball of blanket yarn to do one of these like big size ones. So I'm going to show you the first one. I have them all kind of laid out on my table here. So the first one that I did, I had this awesome ball of Lion Brand Bundle of Love. And I thought the colors were really pretty. This is, like I said, everything I used here today is a 4-weight, 100% acrylic. And I'm trying to tell you the color. The color on this one is called Tropical Bloom. And so I'm going to show you what the jellyfish turned out to be like. So here we go. And you have to kind of play with the stuffing a little bit. I like to stuff it pretty full. That way if someone comes up and squishes it, it's pretty squishy. But these are really, really good sellers for me. People just love to pull on these tentacles. So I will show you close up. It's really not anything I don't enjoy doing amigurumi with 4-weight yarn, but this is the only thing that I will do with 4-weight yarn because the big ones are just kind of too big. So yeah, so I do exactly the way the pattern says to do it. And then I have my little hanger here, and yeah, so this is how this one turned out. I do sell all of my jellyfish on my Etsy shop, so I'm not sure when this video will air, but you can go check out my Etsy shop and look at all of the jellyfish that I have. So I don't know, if this one sells at a craft fair, then it would not be up in the Etsy shop. So there is one right there. The next one that I did was using Big Twist Value yarn, and the color is called Blue Ombre. And I don't think this was a full ball of yarn, but this particular ball had 269 yards. And you can see, obviously, I have a ton of yarn left out of that one. And I will show you this one right here. I like this one because some of the tentacles are actually dark because it's an ombre yarn, and some of them are light. So there is that guy right there. So I will show you him close up. So there is that jellyfish right there. I had so much fun making these, you guys. It's crazy. Okay, the next one that I used was from I Love This Yarn Print. This is from Hobby Lobby, and the color on this one is called Candy Stick Stash. I think they might still have this, but I could not be 100% sure. It's got purples and greens, lime greens, blues, yellows, all kinds of colors in there. So that would be this guy right here. And I actually used yellow eyes. I believe the size eyes that I use on these are 12 millimeter eyes. And I normally put a black mouth, but this yarn was kind of dark, so I actually put like a white, I think it's like, or a yellow or something. It's like a yellow yarn I used for the mouth. So there is this guy right here. I just love them. Okay, the next one actually was using 3 different colors of, this is a Hobby Amigo XL. And there are no color names on these. There's just color numbers. I don't know if they still carry these. I've had these for a while. Color number 34, color number 55, and this one is color number 33. So like highlighter yellow, pink, and green on those. And I was able to have a little bit of fun with this guy right here. So the head was done in the yellow color. The bottom was done in the green color, and then I mixed up the tentacles to do all the different colors in there. So, and then the hanger is all 3 of the colors. So there is that guy right there. The next one that I made was with Red Heart Super Saver Pooling. And the color on this one is called Fiesta, and it is like turquoise, well, not really turquoise, I don't know, like an aqua color, a lime green, a purple, a gray, just all kinds of funky colors. And I actually made one with this ball of yarn and it sold. So I'm pretty sure you can get 2 jellyfish, at least the way I make them, out of 1 ball, and this has 236 yards. So again, like I said, you probably don't need more than 100 yards to do one of these. So this is this guy right here. That's how he turned out. And I don't color control on any of them. So this is just how it came out. So I love them. I just think they're so much fun. They're so cute. They attract a lot of people to my booths at craft fairs. So I love them. This next one is Loops and Threads Soft Classic, and the color on this one, and again, I don't know if they still have this one, it's called Bluebird Multi, and I think this was a full ball when I started, and this has 252 yards, so I could probably get another jellyfish out of that one. And this is how that one turned out. Again, no color controlling because you really can't, because it's variegated. But it's got like mint green, sky blue, white, and gray in it. So there is that guy right there. The next one is also a Big Twist value. So I'm not sure where you can get these, if you can get them anymore. And the color is called Rainbow Bright. And this one, I actually had a little bit left over of 1 ball, and I had to cut into a 2nd ball. So I think I was almost done with it, and I had to cut into another ball. Anyway, here is what this guy looks like. So the hanger, I didn't color control that either, but the colors that came out of the ball were the pink and the purple. And then there is the jellyfish with his little tentacles. It's just interesting where the black came out on that one, but I mean, I wasn't about to do anything with that one. So, all right, the next one is using Big Twist Jelly Bean. I actually used 2 of these Big Twist jelly beans, 2 different jellyfish. This blue one is called Superman Ice Cream, and this green one is called Sour Green Apple. So I'll show you these 2 guys. So there are these 2 guys right here. So you can see all the colors in there. It's so pretty. And then you can see all the colors in that one. I love them. The next one that I made is using, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby Metallic, and the color is called Peacock, and it is very sparkly. I'm hoping you guys can see that. And here is how this guy came out. And again, I would normally use black yarn for the smile, but I thought white popped really, really well on this one, so I used the white. You guys, this is a no-sew pattern. It doesn't look like it's no-sew, but it's no-sew. So I'll tell you the way I do it. The pattern is free on the blog. I make the head, I make all the tentacles, I cut my yarn and braid this and make this. And then when you're done making the bottom panel, you just sew in the tentacles and then you single crochet this all together. It's like so easy, and it looks very complicated, but it's not. So there is that one. The next one is using this Mainstays 100% acrylic yarn, and the color is called Blue Multi. And I'm not sure if you can get this anymore, but it's got like black and all different blues in there. And again, this is how it turned out. Again, I used the white mouth because this was so dark. So there is that one with all the little tentacles. In the pattern, they tell you to make the tentacles in 3 different sizes, and I do that. So there are 3 that you start a chain with 50. There's 2 that you start a chain with 40, and then there's 3 that you start a chain with 30. So if you ever have any questions on that, just let me know, but it's a very easy pattern. Okay, we got 2 more. This one is using Red Heart Super Saver stripes in retro stripes, and this is my last ball of retro stripes. So if I ever come across this again, I will have to get some more because I have no more after this one. Anyway, this one came out really, really good. So there is the jellyfish on that one. And I actually used part of this color to make the mouth on there so that it matched up. So there is that guy right there. And then the very last one that I used was Loops and Threads Soft Classic. And the color on this one is called Rockabye Multi. And I asked my daughter what, if she thought this was a good color, and she said no, but I did it anyway. Because you guys, this is nursery colors, pink, blue, yellow, and white. And I was like, maybe someone would buy this for like a baby's nursery. So I decided to go ahead and make that one anyway. And I couldn't use white on here because you wouldn't be able to see the smile. So that is it for Jellyfish. I really encourage you guys to try this pattern. It is linked down below in the description box. And these are up for sale in my Etsy shop. So that is all for the Jellyfish, and I will return you to the current rows now. Take care. Bye. All right, you guys, so let me know what you think. Whatever is left in my Jellyfish inventory is actually listed for sale in my Etsy shop. So I just really have to get going on making some more of those, but let me know what you think. I know I have made those, I don't think it was in that video, or maybe it was, but I have made them with blanket yarn and they turn out to be humongous. It really just almost takes up an entire ball of blanket yarn. And in the summertime, when I have a tent, I like to use those to get people to come into my booth. So I'm actually down to 1 of those big ones made with blanket yarn, and I do need to make another big one, but I'm probably not going to worry about that until next year because I only have 1 more craft fair that is outdoors this year where I will have a tent. So yes. So, all right. So we are actually going to get to some donations from the generous crafters. I have some really big boxes, but I only have like 7 donations. So I'm just going to add them in here in this video. And I hope that you guys will consider donating locally if you can. If you were going to send in some hats or warm winter wear, if you could send those to KK Crochet, I would appreciate that. And just know that you are really, really appreciated. I am going to start calling you guys the Generous Crafters. These donations are for a group called the Generous Crafters, but it's Generous Crafters sending stuff for Generous Crafters. So it's pretty amazing. Now the blog for the Generous Crafters is down below in the description box. So you can go check out all the places where they donate. They have a lot that they donate to. So, and they get pretty excited when I show up with all of the donations from you guys. So thank you so much for keeping them going this year. All right. So the first package that I have is from Holland, and she is from California, and I have a card. Greetings from afar. And the card inside says, "You probably think I've been abducted by aliens. It's been so long." She says, "Dear Rose, I want to thank you for everything you do. I enjoy making granny squares, but hate joining them. From Holly. P.S. No cats." Okay, so before I get into the granny squares, look at this beautiful hat. Oh my gosh, it is so chunky. Holly, I would love to know the pattern and what yarn you used for this hat, because it is so beautiful and chunky. Oh my gosh. And I want to make some. And look at the edging on that, you guys. That's obviously third loop, right? Or back loop or whatever, but it's beautiful. So thank you so much for the hat, Holly. And then we'll just go straight into granny squares. Now, she was saying that she does not like joining granny squares. And that is why doing the 6-inch granny squares is perfect, because there are people in the Generous Crafters group that love to join granny squares. I myself am not one of them, but there are people that don't mind doing it. So I appreciate anyone who has sent in granny squares over the past, what are we doing this, 6-7 months? Because they have made beautiful blankets with your granny squares. And I have shown them on this channel. I think I've inserted pictures. So Holly, thank you so much for sending the granny squares. Your squares will go to good use, I promise you. All right, so the next package that I have is from Willina, and she is from New York, and I'm pretty sure, I think this is the Willina that I know that has a YouTube channel. So I am going to search her up. I haven't seen her post videos in a while. I will search for her and I will link her down below. But there is the card. It is Joy. And she says, "Hello, Rose. I just love your channel. You are an amazing person. And here is my contribution of granny squares. 2025 has been up and down for me, but I wanted to send squares to help. No cats from Willina." Oh my gosh. So I am going to show you her squares. And I think on the last Generous Crafters video, I was talking about how, like, you might think that these 6 squares aren't really going to do anything, but I mean, if everyone sent 6 squares or 10 squares or 3 squares, we would eventually have enough squares to make a blanket, right? So I really do appreciate, this is not a small accomplishment. This is a really big accomplishment. So thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to get to the next one. Hang on. All right, you guys, the next package comes from my friend Leo, and she is from California. And I know her because she is good friends with Zelda, and RJ3. So hi, Leo. And she actually has a YouTube channel here. It's called Sassy Cuban, and I am going to link her down below. Now, all of the hats that she sent here today, she talked about in great detail on her channel. So I really am going to encourage you guys to go and subscribe to her channel and go and check out the video with all of these hats. Anywho, there is the card that she sent. So pretty. And let's see what she says. She says, "No gato." So she does not have cats. She says, "Hi, Rose, wishing you and Carrots all the best. Thanks for the opportunity to contribute using our crochet hobby. No cats here, only Miss Molly, the Yorkie, supervising." Ciao from Leo. Sassy Cuban Crochet and Life. Okay, so if anyone is new here, Carrots is the nickname for my daughter. By the way, you guys, she's 19 now, so she's never around. So it's just me and my yarn, which is fine. Anywho, I am going to show you guys all of the hats, and she did put little notes in there, but I do want you guys to go and check out her channel. Oh my gosh, is this not beautiful or what? She says, "This is the Easy Crochet Hat 2-in-1 tutorial, craft and crochet. The yarn is a sweet roll called Grape Swirl." I mean, come on. Now, I would do this hat in a heartbeat, except you have to start from, I do not like making these kinds of brims because it takes forever, and I like to have fast projects. It's beautiful. It's so much prettier in person than it is on your channel. It's gorgeous. Now, 2-in-1, do I imagine that it you can inside out it? Oh, look at that. Little bit of a different texture. That is so cool. Wow, thank you so much, Leo, for this beautiful hat. Okay, so they're gonna get to the next one here. This one I'm gonna hold up and I'm gonna show you while I'm looking at her little note. No pattern, just 1 row of X's and 1 row of single crochets. The yarn is Bernat Pop, called Full Spectrum. So she just made this all up on her own because she's good like that. So there is her hat. And she made a point in her video to show everybody where the San Andreas fault was. And I can barely see it on this one. So Leo, you're so funny. Okay, here is the next one. It looks like that same design. And it says, yes, Easy Crochet 2-in-1 hat, the tutorial from Craft and Crochet. The yarn is Vanna's Choice in Sea Spray Mist, and the brim is Red Heart Soft. So there you go. This was what the other one looked like inside out. And then this is what the other one looked like regular. Look at that texture. Oh my gosh. Leo, these are just beautiful. Okay, here is the next one. And I love that yarn on the bottom. She says this one is a basic half double crochet beanie. The yarn is Karen Big Cakes Blueberry Torte on top. And then on the bottom, Bernat Pop Full Spectrum. Isn't that so pretty? Look at the colors on that. Oh my gosh, Leo, seriously? Thank you so much for sending all of these. This next one is the Stormy Waters hat. The tutorial is by Colleen Hayes. The yarn is Blueberry Swirl, and it's from a sweet roll. Oh my gosh. I love the Stormy Waters hat. That's beautiful. I love the way that turned out. Okay, so this next one here, I will hold it up while I read. This one is, it's a Bag O' Day. It's called the String of Pearls, and the yarn is Red Heart Soft. Look at that. I mean, look at that. That's amazing. Okay, this next one here, check out those granny squares. This is from Repeat Crafter Me. It's the mini granny square hat. The yarn is Red Heart Soft, and the dark blue yarn is in the square is Hobby Lobby Sugar Wheel. Oh my gosh. I don't even know if I would want to do that. I mean, you obviously make the 3 granny squares first, right? This is way too much like mental brain power to try and figure that out. Okay, this next one here, she's got 2 hats and then I think a scarf here. This one says basic half double crochet spiral beanie. The yarn is a Karen Cake and it's called Blueberry Torte. So we've got that one right there. And then this is also from that same one. It is called the Moonbeam Beanie. The tutorial is from Rich Textures Crochet, and she used the same yarn for the cowl. So here is the cowl and the hat. So look at that beautiful set. Oh my gosh. Leo, thank you so much for sending all of the hats and all of the sets. They are absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot wait to bring these. I'm bringing them on Monday is when the next meeting is. So yay, I'm so excited. Okay, let's get to the next one. All right, you guys, the next box came from Tatiana, and she is from California. And on the front of the envelope, it says, all cats are on a card, no cats at home. It's because there's cats on a card. Oh, you guys, I really do like cats. I would have 10 of them if I wasn't allergic. Some people add to the joy and the good in our lives in ways we hadn't really expected. Hope you know you're one of those important people and someone I'm lucky to call my friend. Oh, you guys are so sweet. She says, Dear Rose, I am sending 4 blankets. I think they can be used for kids and adults. Love watching your videos. Thank you for everything you do. Tatiana from California. No cats at home. Oh my gosh. Tatiana, I think you did this last year too. You are just so super talented. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I am going to show you guys. I think I'm going to leave them folded in half. Look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. You guys, this is folded in half. So it is twice as long as what you're seeing on there. Oh my gosh, Tatiana, this is beautiful, beautiful work. I hope you guys can see the stitches on there. This is gorgeous. Wow, like I like doing my blankets like with granny stitches because then I can like make it bigger and it's, I don't know, it's not as hard. Tatiana, you do hard things. Thank you so much for taking the time to make these beautiful blankets. And then you sent them here. Oh my gosh, you guys, the stitch is beautiful. I hope you can see that. These are just gorgeous. Tatiana, did you use a pattern? Or can you tell us like what stitch you used? These are just amazing. The amount of texture in these blankets is crazy. And look at the colors. Wow. Oh my gosh. Tatiana, these are just gorgeous. And look at the blue. Look at the blue. Just like blue is my second favorite color. This color right here, this turquoise color. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then there's one more, you guys. And I don't know how you got these all in that box, but that's amazing. Okay, so here is the last one. And this is not gray. This is like a light green. This is just gorgeous. Tatiana, we would love to know the pattern that you used. And the yarn, because the yarn is so, so nice. Now, I don't even think I showed you guys the border. So look at the border on that. It's just like, it looks like just a single crochet border, but look at the texture. Oh my gosh. Tatiana, thank you so much for sending the 4 blankets. They are just amazing, amazing. And I really, really do appreciate you sending 4, making 4, using all this yarn and then shipping them to us. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay, we got 2 more, guys. Hang on. All right, you guys, the next box came from Joy, and Joy is from Arizona. And if anyone watched the last Generous Crafters video, you will be very familiar with Joy in just a minute. First of all, this is her handmade card. I know that because she told me in her last contribution that she makes her cards homemade. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Okay, she says, hi again, Rose. Here are 2 more kids' blankets for the Generous Crafters. All the yarns are Big Twist value. The neon square blanket has no pattern. The pink and white blanket is a Bag O' Day tutorial called the Easy Crochet Block Stitch in the Round Rectangle from Center Out. Thanks again for all you do, Joy from Arizona. P.S. Still no cats. So, Joy, I don't know if you read the comments from the last Generous Crafters video where I showed your blanket, but everyone is completely in love with that blanket that you sent, and everyone wants to duplicate it. And by everyone, I mean at least me. So, all right, so we're going to get to it. This is the one, this is the Bag O' Day pattern. Oh my gosh. Is this not gorgeous? This is folded in half, you guys. Shut the front door. Seriously? Look at the speckles. Look at the way that looks. I know you guys can see it. It looks like confetti. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This is so pretty. Wow. I am in love with this. Totally in love with this. Okay. But I have to show you her other one. Oh my gosh. Okay, are you guys ready? I hope you remember from last time. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and look at the Generous Crafters video from last time because you are not having deja vu. This is a different one. What? Oh my gosh. Seriously? Joy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I cannot put my finger on what it is that I am so enamored by your blankets. Look at that. I mean, Come on. I cannot wait to bring these over there because everything you guys send is absolutely incredible. But I don't think, okay, I have some of this yarn, but I would not even have enough to do an entire blanket. And of course, Joann's is out of business. And she said, this is all Joann's big twist. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm completely in love with both of your blankets. I will make sure that they get to the generous crafters. Joy, thank you so much for sending them. They're absolutely incredible. And I hope that anyone who's watching will please leave a comment, not just about Joy's blankets, but about Leo's hats and everyone else's granny squares. And I still have one more set of donations to show you guys. So hang on just a second. I will let this go. Hang on. All right, you guys. So the next person sent 2 humongous boxes. This is from Marche, and she is from Georgia. So this is box 1. I do have a card, and the card says, "Hi, Rose. No cats. There are 6 hat and scarf sets and 2 blankets." This is box 1 of 2 from Marche. Okay, so she does have a yarn ball band for one of these blankets. It's a Karen 1 pound, and the color is called Cream. And I am going to show you this beautiful blanket. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys, this is folded in half. Wow. Oh my gosh. I hope you guys can see that. This is folded in half and then in half. So it's humongous because it is, yeah. This is huge, huge. Here it is lengthwise, and then it's folded in half. Oh my gosh, Marche, it's just beautiful. I have to show you guys the texture on it. It's like a V-stitch, but look at the, I don't know. You know, I don't normally make solid color blankets. Maybe that's why I don't ever get to see the texture, because it's always different colors, but that is just beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so there's one blanket from this box. The second one is Red Heart Super Saver Ombre, and the color is called True Blue, and this looks like the same pattern. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a little bit smaller. So here, we can probably just open this up. There you go. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful, Marche. Look at the ombre. It's just gorgeous. And this is also V-stitches, you guys. I hope you can see that. Oh my gosh. Marche, absolutely amazing. Okay, and then she also sent scarf and hat sets. So I am going to show you the scarf. She included a pin on each one, and it's got a matching hat to go with it. And I hope you guys can see the pattern on this hat. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, Marche. I would love to know the pattern on this hat. And I would love to know what yarn you use, because wow, is that soft. Here is another one. So she also included a pin, and there is the hat. Looks like the same one, but a different pin. Oh my gosh, these are just amazing. We have one in white, and it's sparkly. So there is the pin for the white one. And the sparkly, oh my gosh, it's so pretty, Marche. I don't even know what to say because they're just gorgeous. This peachy color, there's the little pin, the hat. It's just beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at this one, you guys. This one is, so this one is green with this leaf. Yes, I'm going to show you that there. And then the hat has a flower on it. Oh my gosh. Marche, you've just been doing this whole, like, how long did it take you to make all this? It is just gorgeous. Look at the texture on that. That looks like an alpine stitch. Amazing. Okay, and we have one more box from her. Hang on. All right, you guys. This whole box is blankets. There's another card. It says, this is box 2 of 2. This is the remainder of the blankets. I have really enjoyed being a part of this group. I look forward to donating next year. I also sent some hats to KK Crochet. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving and Christmas. Your crochet sister, Marche from Georgia. Oh my gosh. Okay, this whole pile, and then there's another one. So this one that I'm going to show you, she used Premier Just yarn. I think that's from the dollar store. And the color she used are yellow and white. So I'm going to show you guys this one. Oh my gosh. It is so pretty. It's that V-stitch again, you guys. It's so pretty. Okay, so the box is right here. I'm going to put it right back in the box. This next one is also using a Caron 1 pound, like from the first one, and the color again is cream. And this is a different pattern. So I'm going to show you guys that. It's like a window pane, right? Gosh, that's so pretty. Oh my gosh. And that is folded in half and folded in half. So, all right, this next one, she included the ball band mainstays. This is a Walmart yarn. And the color on this one is called teal. And then obviously she used some white for the border. So that is this one right here. There is that one. And that one looks like, oh my gosh, the name of the stitch is eluding me. But look at that. It's like a box stitch. Gosh, is that so pretty. I hope you guys can see that. Oh my gosh, Marche, you are so talented. Seriously. I love making blankets. This next one is using, I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby, and the color is ivory. And it looks like this is another one of those V-stitch blankets. Oh my gosh. I'm imagining that this is like just using the V-stitch. Like, I would love to know like what your starting chain was. It's so pretty, you guys. And it looks just like a single crochet border. Oh, but no, it's not just a single crochet border. It's like a little shell too. Oh my gosh. Marche, the detail is amazing. This next one is Loops and Threads Soft Classic, and the color is called Mustard. So that's what that one looks like. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. This is like fans. I hope you guys can see that. And I'm not gonna, I mean, it's folded like 3 times. Gosh, this is so pretty. Oh wow, Marche. So much work. So much work. This next one is also Loops and Threads Soft Classic, and the color is called Amethyst. And this is also V-stitch. And you guys, the border, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. This is so pretty. Marche, do you know how many people you're going to make happy just from sending these boxes? every one of you. Next one, Big Twist, More Than a Pound, Value Pound, and the color is called Sky Blue. And I always looked at that when Joann's was open, and I never bought them because I felt like they were thinner. Like they were more of like a 3 weight than a 4 weight. And so I never bought any of the Pound Plus. But look at how pretty that one is. That one has the V's and then regular double crochets. You guys can see that. Wow. I would love to know the pattern for that one, Marche. It's beautiful. And then the last one from Marche, she sent Super Saver Jumbo. She used that in white. Mainstays in blue. This is the Walmart brand, Mainstays. And it looks like red and blue. And then the white was the Super Saver. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is, I wish I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show it to you a different way. Okay, so it is humongous, you guys. Red, white, and blue. It is falling off my lap. Oh my gosh. It's huge, Marche. This could fit on a twin size bed. That's how big it is. Wow. Oh my gosh. And this is all that V-stitch. I'm going to show you guys. Look at that. Marche, absolutely incredible how much work that you have done on these blankets and those hat and scarf sets. And thank you to everyone who has donated so far this year. I know we still have a couple weeks left. But again, if you guys do want to donate anything, you can still send in granny squares and they will put those together and make blankets. You can send in prayer squares. You can send in any blanket except for baby blankets and preemie blankets. And remember, if you do have any extra hats in your stash, feel free to send those to KK Crochet. So there will not be a Yarn Yakking extra on Sunday because this is all the donations that I have. So I am so excited to be able to bring these to the generous crafters on Monday. So that's it. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And I guess I will hopefully see you on Sunday with that tag video that I talked about. All right, take care. See you later. Bye.